After the flood, Noah's descendants multiplied and spoke one language. United in pride, and they conceived a plan that would challenge the heavens.
Bring more bricks to the top.
But the Lord saw their pride,
We are building to
and
the
he was
heavens.
about to act. So the Lord confused their language, and they could no longer understand one another.
Pass me that brick right now.
Lower the stones by the great crane.
I hear only noise. Speak plainly.
Where are the bricks going? Why can none of you understand me?
Que dis-tu? Je ne comprends pas.
Their work ended in failure as God scattered the people across the earth. But from among the nations, he would soon call Abram to begin his plan of redemption. Many years after the Tower of Babel, God chose one man through whom he would begin a great nation. That man was Abram. At 75 years old, Abram was living with his family in Haran when the Lord called him with a life-changing command. Leave your country, your people, and your father's household and go to the land I will show you.
Sarai, the road ahead is long. I am with you, Abram. Watch the flock.
By faith, Abram left Haran just as the Lord had commanded. With Sarai, Lot, their servants, and all they possessed, they journeyed toward the land of Canaan. Though the road was long and the future unknown, Abram trusted God's promise every step of the way. At last, they entered the land of
The
Canaan.
land of Canaan. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined. The Lord has promised this land. Look at the beauty.
Abram looked upon the land God had promised, and there he settled with his family. His journey had only begun, but God's promise would remain with him wherever he went. Filled with gratitude, Abram built an altar to the Lord in worship and thanksgiving. From Shechem, Abram journeyed through the hill country until he came to the place between Bethel and Ai. There, Abram built another altar to the Lord and called on his name. Soon, a severe famine spread across the land of Canaan, and food became scarce. To protect his family and livestock, Abram journeyed down to Egypt. For the famine in Canaan had become very severe. As Abram approached Egypt, he feared for his life because of Sarai's beauty, so he asked Sarai to say she was his sister. When royal officials noticed the beauty of one traveler, they quickly reported it to the ruler, setting God's greater plan into motion. Because of her remarkable beauty, Sarai was taken into the royal palace, while Abram remained with the caravan. Surrounded by Egypt's splendor, Sarai faced an uncertain future far from her family. Yet through it all, God was quietly working to protect his promise and his chosen people.
Princes of Egypt, behold the woman.
The Lord sent severe afflictions upon the ruler's household because of Sarai. As fear spread throughout the palace, the ruler searched for the cause of the mysterious judgment.
Bring the Hebrew before me.
He soon discovered that Sarai was Abram's wife and realized why these troubles had come upon his household. The ruler confronted Abram after discovering that Sarai was his wife, not his sister. He returned Sarai safely and ordered that Abram and his family be escorted out of Egypt. Though Abram had made a mistake, God remained faithful. Abram returned from Egypt with Sarai, Lot, and all his possessions, blessed with great wealth. He journeyed back to Bethel, where he had first built an altar to the Lord. There, Abram worshipped God, thanking him for his protection, guidance, and unfailing faithfulness. Abram and Lot became so wealthy that the land could no longer support all their flocks and herds together. As their possessions increased, disputes arose between their shepherds over grazing land and water. To preserve peace, Abram decided to find a solution that would keep the family united. Then Abram said to Lot,
Please, let there be no quarrel between us, for we are family. The whole land is before you. Choose whichever land you prefer.
Lot chose the fertile Jordan Valley because it was rich and well-watered. He separated from Abram and settled toward the Jordan Plain. Abram remained in Canaan, trusting God's promise for his future.
After Lot departed, God renewed his promise to give the land of Canaan to Abram and his descendants. Abram walked through the land God had given him. He then built an altar and worshipped the Lord.
Shortly after, 4 powerful kings defeated the kingdoms of the Jordan Valley in a great battle. Lot, Abram's nephew, was taken captive along with his family and possessions. They captured the people and plundered the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. A survivor told Abram that Lot had been taken captive.
Sir, they have taken your nephew Lot.
Abram immediately set out to rescue his nephew, trusting in God.
Rest assured, for the Lord goes before us.
Abram and his men traveled through the night to rescue Lot. Trusting in the Lord, they pressed on with courage and determination. Before dawn, Abram and the 318 men of his household arrived near the place where Lot was being held. God gave Abram victory, and Lot was safely rescued with his family and possessions.
Lot, my son, you are safe.
Uncle, God has delivered us.
Melchizedek, king of Salem and priest of God Most High, welcomed Abram with bread and wine, honoring his return.
Blessed be Abram by God Most High, possessor of heaven and earth.
Abram gave 1/10 of everything to Melchizedek, honoring God for the victory. The king of Sodom offered Abram the recovered possessions as a reward, but Abram said,
To God alone.
After these events, the Lord spoke to Abram in a vision, saying, Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield and your exceedingly great reward. But Abram wondered how God's promise would be fulfilled since he had no child. Then the Lord brought Abram outside and said, Look up at the heavens and count the stars, if you can. So shall your descendants be. Abram believed the Lord, and his faith was counted to him as righteousness. Abram faithfully prepared the covenant offering, arranging everything just as God had commanded. As night fell, a smoking fire pot and a blazing torch passed between the offerings. That night, the Lord made a covenant with him, promising the land of Canaan to his descendants. After many years without a child, Sarai asked Abram to take Hagar, hoping God's promise would be fulfilled.
The Lord has kept me from having children. Go. May this handmaid build up our family.
May the Lord guide our...
Abram agreed to Sarai's request, but the decision soon brought conflict into the family.